guys, welcome to Family Create. I hope you're all doing well. So our Galaxy Z Fold 7 has just arrived, and in this video I'll be unboxing the Fold 7 and having a quick look around compared to Fold 6. And with the Fold 7 we've ordered the screen protector for the front screen. It's an anti-reflecting film screen protector. So we'll be applying that. We'll do a separate video on this, on how to apply the screen protector. And along with the Fold, we've got the free case that comes with it. We'll also show you around that as well. Okay, so let's start unboxing. It's the same old box as last year, very similar presentation. Here we go. Look at that. I love this color. It's so beautiful. Such an amazing blue. Okay, let's take the phone out. We'll have a good look at the phone. Let's just check what else is in the box. So in the box there's nothing on this side, and on this side we've got here we've got the SIM ejector, we've got the USB-C charging cable, and what else do we have? We've got the instruction manual, warranty cards, etc. So let's put these aside and have a look at the phone now. Okay, so let's take the wraps off. Look at that. The middle crease actually looks completely flat, but I'm sure as we start folding we'll see the crease. It's probably the most flattest fold we've had, straight, as you can see. And then at the back here we've got the camera module. Looks amazing. Let's take this off. And the gap here is so minimal compared to last year's. It's amazing. Look how thin it is. Looks amazing. I mean, can you imagine this in your pocket and you sit down on it? I must say the camera module does really stick out. That's how thin the phone is. And you've got the flash there as well. The flash looks a bit out of place really. It's quite a bit away from the camera module. It's just on its own, just there, out of nowhere. Looks a bit weird. Okay, so I'm going to fold this now. I don't feel like folding it, but I fold it for the first time and see how it feels compared to the rest of the folds that we've used. So here we go. Goodness. I must say it is stronger compared to the others when folding. But it feels good. Look how thin it is. And it's proper candy bar phone as well. Feels good. I like it. Let's look at the hinge. That looks amazing. And then here we've got the hinge closed, and we can see from the top the gap between the phone you can't see. Previous ones there was some gap where you can actually see a little bit, kind of like the gap was a little bit bigger here than this end. Let's look at the gap on this end. The gap looks same on both ends. Amazing. This color is, by the way, called shadow blue, and there's a few other colors. I think there's black, silver, and also an online exclusive which is mint, but this one I think looks the best. So we've ordered the 1 terabyte. Same as last year, we got the 1 terabyte, and this is 16GB RAM, and it's the biggest RAM on any fold so far. It should be amazing to use this fold actually. We do a lot of work on our fold, so like editing, graphic package and things like that, so that should be really helpful. Anyway, we'll do videos on all of those aspects and update you guys as we start using the fold and share our thoughts and views on it. Okay, let's open it now. The thinness actually is quite difficult in opening. I guess you have to get used to it. Yeah, so yeah, when you're opening as well, it's a little bit, I guess you need a bit of a force compared to the previous fold, but I guess as you close and open, you'll loosen up a bit more. But can you see the crease now? See, I can see it now. The folding has given that crease here, whereas when we first opened it, you couldn't see it, so the crease is now visible. This is probably the best fold design Samsung has come up with, but we're both very disappointed that Samsung's got rid of the S Pen, but we have, I feel, come up with partial solution to that, which we'll share with you guys in another video. But for the moment, let's turn the fold on and see how it looks. There we go. There we are. Okay, so while that turns on, I'll briefly go over the spec as quick as possible. So the Fold's cover display is 6.5 inch. Internal display is 8.0 inches. Both internal and external display is the biggest ever on the Fold phone. That's something amazing. So moving on, the weight is 215 gram. It's also the lightest Fold ever actually, so that's amazing. It feels really light actually. So previously when people complained about having heavy phone in the pocket, that complaint is now gone. And then 12 megapixel ultra wide camera. Then we've got the wide angle camera, which is 200 megapixel camera. That's like the same as the S25 Ultra. And the telephoto camera is 10 megapixels. So this phone should give you some beautiful pictures. And the front selfie camera is 10 megapixel. Inner display camera, let's have a look. Here we are. So the inner display camera is 10 megapixel as well. That is an improvement from the previous 4 megapixel under display camera, but I'm not happy about the big hole that we can see now. That's not going to be a very nice experience watching film, but anyway, that's that. The OS, Android 16, One UI 8, and chipset is Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite. Battery is 4400 mAh, same as previous folds. So let's see how the battery does with this. We'll do some tests and do videos as well. Okay, I won't do the setup yet because it takes a long time, so let's do a quick comparison to Fold 6. Okay, here we go. As you can see, the new Fold is taller and wider compared to Fold 6. And then if we look at thickness on the side, wow, that's amazing. Look at that. What a big difference. Okay, so the SIM slot previously on the Fold 6 was on the side. This time on the Fold 7, it's on the top. Look how just above it's been fitted in, and then look at the difference. So let's look at this side here. Look at the difference. The camera does stand out a lot more, and I think the camera is also on the Fold 6 is smaller. So as you can see right at the bottom here, under the camera module, there's a black layer there. And then same with the cameras, there's another black layer there under the silver. So all of that does give height compared to Fold 6. It's much smaller, I think. There's a huge difference on the camera module. So the speaker slot, as you can see, looks smaller as well compared to Fold 6, but it's slightly wider lengthwise, so that might make a difference. So we'll test out the speakers and see. And then we've got microphone holes, same as last year. So on this side, we've got the volume rocker and the fingerprint scanner, which doubles as a power button. So at the bottom here, we have the charging port. As you can see, the charging port just about fitted in the phone compared to last year's. And then we've got microphones, and then if we look at the gap, you can see the difference. And then on this side here, we've got more speakers and then another microphone hole. So we've got two microphone holes on the new Fold, and the previous one we only got one at the bottom. And then let's just quickly look at the crease. Look at that. As you can see on the Fold 6, it's very evident the crease is has much more of a depth compared to Fold 7. So we've got the Fold 6 and 7 both closed. Here we have the hinge. Look at that. Compared to Fold 6, the 7 is so slim. It looks beautiful. And we can see the gap in the middle, the difference in the hinge. And as you can see, the camera module, Fold 7 is sticking out quite a bit compared to Fold 6. And then on this side here, again, you can see the SIM slot on the Fold 6 there, but the 7 doesn't have it here. You've got the volume rocker, as you can see on the thickness and thinness, and then the length. Fold 7 is taller and wider, and then on this side we have again the speakers, as we can see, slimmer but lengthwise is longer. The charging port again just about fits in there. Microphones, 2 microphone holes at the bottom with the Fold 7, but only one on the Fold 6. And then look at the hinge. Again, the hinge on the Fold 7 looks amazing. In terms of wideness, let's have a look. Let's put it down this way so we can see better. This is the difference. Quite a bit of a difference. It's much bigger compared to Fold 6. It's like a proper candy bar phone now. So in terms of the thinness, it's very similar to the iPhone actually. Let's have a look. So this is the iPhone 14 Pro, and I've just put it against each other flat down, and there's a tiny bit of a bump. So it's very similar to the iPhone, which is quite surprising in terms of the thickness. Looks quite good. Okay, anyway, and here we have the cover display, but the black bezel around it looks pretty much the same, I think. The thinness of the frame around it is quite visible as well, but of course the display is much bigger compared to Fold 6 and looks much nicer actually, and it's also nice to hold, and when you're using it, I guess it'll be much easier compared to Fold 6, because Fold 6 is, when you're trying to type on the external cover screen, is quite difficult. I want to show you guys the wobble test. It's probably the most wobbliest phone we've had. Look at that. Okay, let's try the same with Fold 6. A little bit less than Fold 7. So that's all for today, guys. We'll set the phone up and follow up with another video of our opinion and walk through the phone. We will also share our take on the S Pen situation, including our alternative solutions. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like, comment and support us by subscribing, and don't forget to put that notification bell on for our upcoming video. Thank you so much. Until next time, do take care. Bye bye.